Hi everyone. In OCS 3, group texting is now called church texting. And the first time you click on the link, you're going to be taken to this phone number select screen. And here you can enter your area code or 000 for toll-free number options. And when you do, you'll get a list of available numbers with that area code that you could choose to use. And when you do, that number is going to be solely for your church's use. No other church will be sending from it. So you can go through, pick one that may be easy to remember. And then you'll see here, as we acquire the number, there'll be a wait of approximately 2 to 15 seconds, depending on the servers that we're requesting it from. And once it's acquired and secured, you'll get this message, and you can click to start sending text messages. Now, if you put your area code in and there are no options, please let us know, and we'll see about requesting some options for you. When we click start to start sending text messages, this is the screen we will now see every time we click on the church texting link. And we put your number nice and conveniently located for you right here so you can find it and remember it. The first place, though, I want you to go when you get to this screen is to settings, the last thing on the screen, because it's going to be the area you probably use the least. But it's great to set this up at first. So we're going to create a welcome text, and I'll explain more about this in just a moment. You might want to have a little more information, your church name in there. We have an opt-out text. This is just our standard recommendation, but you can change this and modify it for your church. And we can save that. And then we can go over to forwards management. With our new church texting system, when people reply to your number, a copy of their reply can be forwarded to other cell numbers, so you can get a copy of it. And we could add multiple people here if we wanted to. So when somebody replied, multiple staff in the church could get a text message with that reply. After that, let's head over to groups. Let's create 2 little groups here for a demonstration. And if you've been using our previous group texting system, all of your groups and individuals will be migrated over for you, so you will not have to re-input those. Now we can click Manage Subscribers, but we don't have any contacts yet in our system. So we'll go over to Individuals, and we'll begin the process of adding our first contact. Now when we finish entering the number, we may get a warning screen like this. In this case, the phone number is not a cellular number, it's a VoIP number, and it can receive text messages. But we have this warning just in case you need to double check, make sure that it's not a home number that you're inputting here. We can assign them to a group at the same time that we add them if we want to, or multiple groups. And we can choose to send them their first text message, and we could even customize it for them. And this screen is just kind of a last minute, hey, did you make sure you got everything in there just the way you want it? And once you do, you click next, finish, and they've been added. Not only that, but in logs, we're going to see that our text message was already queued to be sent to them. We refresh that, and we'll see it was already delivered. In the details, we can see when it was queued, when it was sent, and when it was delivered. Now, once we have individuals, we can manage the subscribers to the groups very easily. We can just click on a single subscriber to move them back and forth. If we had multiple subscribers and we wanted to remove all of them, we could. We could search, and if we had a lot of subscribers in here and we started typing, it would limit it to only those that fit, at which point I could hit the move all, and it would only move all the ones that were in this the filtered view. So it's a great way of maybe searching for family, clicking, adding all those family members without searching for adding everybody else to a list if you wanted to do it that way. Plus, if this list is quite long, we can use this as a way of finding out who's in the list. So if we want to know if Bob's in the list, well, Bob's not in the list, and we can see 0 of 1 total records. We can just click show all again, and we have them all back. You'll also notice under subscriber count that if I add somebody, it's automatically updated. Something else too, let's say that we are sending out a group text. And we get to group selection and we only see the test group, but we really wanted to send it to the demo group. And we realize, oh, we don't have any subscribers in it yet. After adding that subscriber and going back up, we don't have to retype our message. It's still there, but we'll now see that the demo group is available to send. And we can choose multiple groups. What will happen is duplicates in both groups will be removed, so they'll only receive one text. Then we have our option for our remove opt-out text. And finally, we have an option to schedule it, or we can just click start and send immediately. All right, we can go right back to the logs. We see a group type text is pending. Still pending, and that's because the system checks once a minute, and so maybe just over a minute before you start seeing this update. And once it does send, it will send 10 texts per minute. And now we see it's already delivered with the details. Something we can do here, and we see it queued twice. It was only sent once, no problem with that. That's just because when we first queued it to the sending server, it didn't get the response back it was happy with, so it just made sure it was queued and got the proper response. We can always click on an individual's phone number here. And let me show you, this screen was formatted more for mobile purposes, because when somebody replies, if you have it forwarded, you're going to have a link that you can click on that will take you. So if I had replied to the group text, it would be here on the left, but instead what I'm seeing is the text that have already been sent to this individual, and I can send them a text directly to them. Now that new sent text will show up in the logs as well. And if I replied back from the other phone, there we go, I never hit the send, did I? If I replied back from my other phone, it would show up here on the left side as well, but that's currently turned off for the purpose of recording this video and not being interrupted. So anyhow, guys, I hope that you can dive into this and that'll be a great benefit and blessing to your church and ministry. And I hope that you love it as much as we do. Can't wait to hear back from you. We've already heard back from some of the ones that have jumped in, and we're just loving the responses.